Hi, my name is Dr. Taylor Hicks, and I am here with Denise Kinser, who is a clinical social worker. We both serve on the board of the Selective Mutism Association, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing information, resources, and support to those impacted with the anxiety disorder known as selective mutism. Our board is composed of treating professionals, school professionals, parents of children with selective mutism, and individuals who previously themselves had diagnoses of selective mutism. Both Denise and I have experienced treating children with teens and children with selective mutism in the clinic setting. And today we'll discuss why it is important for caregivers to manage their own feelings of anxiety when supporting their children and teens with selective mutism.
As a caregiver, it can be incredibly difficult to see your child struggle. As a parent or caregiver of a child with selective mutism, you may be feeling multiple different emotions related to your child's diagnosis. You may feel sad to see them experience discomfort, frustrated that they have these challenges, proud when they achieve a goal, worried or confused at times when their progress seems slow or bumpy. In our work, anxiety and worry are emotions that come up a lot in our discussions with caregivers. We know that when we are asking a child to do something they feel uncomfortable doing, like talking to someone new or talking in a louder voice, we, the adults, can also feel uncomfortable and worried. Questions might be running through our heads like, what if my child struggles during this practice activity? Or what if they can't do it? What will I do then? These thoughts and emotions are completely normal for a caregiver to feel. Allowing ourselves to acknowledge and experience our own emotions will help us be more empathetic and understanding of our child's experience.
It's also important to keep in mind the ways in which our own emotions might be impacting our child's progress in treatment. We know that children often look to adults for cues and how they should feel or act during a situation. So think of a time you went somewhere new and you weren't sure how to act. You likely looked around to see how others were responding or acting, and then you mirrored them. Children are similar, especially during times of uncertainty or during new experiences. If they are feeling worried, they may look to you as their trusted adult to see how you're acting or responding in a situation to help them determine if their worry is justified or not. So keeping this in mind is especially important in terms of providing treatment to children with selective mutism. A key component of supporting children and teens is providing them opportunities to speak with new people in new situations so that over time they can grow more comfortable and confident during these speaking situations. If during these practice opportunities, we, the adults, are struggling to manage our own feelings of anxiety, our child is likely going to notice this, which may accidentally convey the message that speaking is scary, this practice is too difficult, or that they can't do it. So for example, think of a time you were out in public with your child and he or she refused to answer a question posed by a store clerk. If that situation triggered your own feelings of anxiety, you might have left abruptly and avoided future visits to that store, froze because you couldn't think of what to say, or were too uncomfortable by your child's silence that you answered for them. Now, you may be thinking, why does it matter what I'm doing or feeling if my child is working with a therapist? We know that evidence-based treatment provided by a trained clinician can yield wonderful results. But we also know that a key part of that treatment is practice, both during and outside of therapy sessions. If a child is only practicing these skills during a therapy session, that would be like a football player only practicing his free kicks during practice, but never stepping up to take one during an actual game. And practicing new skills outside of a session can greatly depend on the opportunities and support that you, the caregiver, provide your child. So your ability to manage your feelings while helping your child practice these new skills is essential. And remember, confidence can be contagious. If you express confidence in yourself and in your child while practicing new skills, it'll likely trickle down to them.
As we mentioned earlier, caregivers may experience a wide range of feelings when they're supporting their child, ranging from mild distress or discomfort to more significant levels of anxiety. One way caregivers can help manage their own feelings is to practice coping strategies such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk. An example of a positive statement could be, I know I'm helping my child get stronger, or I have confidence in what I am doing. The benefit of these strategies is twofold. You're strengthening your own coping skills while also providing positive modeling for your child. If they see you practicing coping skills, both proactively and in the moment, it may encourage and motivate your child to do the same. And why not make this a fun activity you can do together? For example, if you and your child are practicing the skill of deep breathing, find a consistent, non-stressful time during the day where you can practice together, such as on a walk or riding in the car or after breakfast or as part of the bedtime routine. Just like any other skill, practice equals progress. This is true for children and adults alike. So the more often we practice positive coping strategies, the stronger they become, and we'll be able to better use them during those moments of stress. If you find that your own symptoms of anxiety are difficult to manage and are interfering with your ability to support your child's treatment, it may be beneficial to seek your own counseling support. Remember that seeking help is a brave and powerful step towards your own well-being. Taking this step for yourself can show your child that everyone needs help sometimes, even adults.
So thank you for listening today. We hope that we provided some useful tips for caregivers of children and teens with selective mutism. Remember, we can't pour from an empty cup. So taking care of our children begins with taking care of ourselves to make sure we're providing them with the best support that we can. For more information and resources, please visit our website, www.selectivemutism.org, and you can also find us on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks.